I am tired of these mother effing Marvel shows on mother effing Disney Plus. No, I'm just joking. I love Marvel, and I love Marvel TV shows, and the slate that we're getting for Disney Plus looks really good. I'm excited about Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm excited about Loki. I'm excited about WandaVision. All of them look really, really interesting, and the fact that they're being made by Marvel Studios just means that they're going to be congruent with the movies, and that we're going to have like some really high quality, really good TV shows to look forward to on Disney Plus. And the stable of Marvel shows keeps expanding. We had the announcement that we're getting She-Hulk with Tatiana Maslany. We're getting a possible Moon Knight series. We're getting this Marvel series. We're getting all types of cool Marvel characters coming to a original series platform on Disney Plus. And you can now add Nick Fury to that list of TV shows that we can expect to get, as here in Variety has just broken the exclusive that Samuel L. Jackson is going to be coming back to reprise his role as Nick Fury in a dedicated Marvel Disney Plus series. And this is the first time that I can think of that an actor of Samuel L. Jackson's caliber has committed to do a full TV series. Well, maybe Westworld with Anthony Perkins. But in terms of having like these high quality actors kind of slum it on TV for a prestige show, this is big news because even though Samuel L. Jackson, he's been in cameos for all like the Marvel movies, he's been in cameos for Agents of Shield, he hasn't really committed to like a starring role in any of these until now. So before we get into this, I just want to remind everyone that if you like the content we put out on this YouTube channel, please like and subscribe because that really helps the channel grow. But also, if you want to help us out and you like our content, please go to saltynerdpodcast.com. If you're on an Apple iPhone, it'll take you right to Apple Podcast. If you're on an Android phone, it'll take you to either Spotify or Google Podcast. And just go there and click the subscribe button. Even if you don't listen to podcasts or anything like that too much, getting our numbers up really helps us out. We're still a growing podcast. And if you guys want to support our content and help us out, we'd really appreciate a follow on all the podcast platforms. Just go to saltynerdpodcast.com and do that real quick. We'd really appreciate it. All right, so getting back to this news, let's look at this article right here. Samuel L. Jackson is set to reprise the role of Nick Fury in the new Marvel series currently in development at Disney+, Variety has learned exclusively from sources. And unlike other sites that have inside sources, I actually trust Variety sources. The exact plot details of the show are being kept under wraps, but multiple sources say Jackson is attached to star, with Kyle Bradstreet attached to write and executive produce. All the other Marvel shows at Disney Plus, like with all the other Marvel shows at Disney Plus, Marvel Studios will be producing it. Reps for Jackson, Bradstreet, and Disney did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. Jackson's famously portrayed Fury, the monocular head the clandestine government agency S.H.I.E.L.D. in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, going back to the post-credit scenes for the first Iron Man film in 2008. He has appeared in multiple films within the MCU since most recently portraying Fury in Spider-Man Far From Home, Avengers Endgame, and Captain Marvel. He also played the character in 2 episodes of the ABC series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Spoiler alert, the last time we saw Fury was in the post-credit scene of Far From Home, where he was on board a Skrull ship somewhere in deep space. All right, so I could go on with the rest of this article, but it's just kind of talking about Samuel L. Jackson's career and who represents him. But then, like down here, it says that we got WandaVision with Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki on deck for 2021. It's also recently reported that Tatiana Maslany is attached to star in the She-Hulk series, and that we're getting a Hawkeye show, a Moon Knight show, and Miss Marvel. And just fun fact, it's rumored that Keanu Reeves is kind of circling the Moon Knight show arena, so he might be playing that character. And of course, Jeremy Renner for Hawkeye, and we don't know anything about Miss Marvel quite yet. But let's get back to Samuel L. Jackson. So one of the interesting things about this is that, because we already had a TV show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., people might think that there might be tie-ins with that. But here's the problem. So it used to be that Marvel Studios was separate from Marvel Television. Marvel Television was actually controlled by Marvel Publishing under the arm of Ike Perlmutter. And they were the ones who did the Netflix deals and the Hulu deals and stuff like that. And so, if you've watched Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, any of that stuff, that was all done under the old Marvel Television banner. And what happened once Disney started kind of getting Disney Plus off the ground is they decided to consolidate the Marvel production end of things. So they took Marvel TV away from the control of Marvel Publishing and put it under the control of Marvel Studios. So basically merging those two together, which basically just eliminated Marvel Television altogether. So now we just have Marvel Studios, and it's all run by Kevin Feige, and it's all the movie people, okay? And this is actually a good thing, because it used to be that even though there was a loose collaboration between the TV end of things and the movie end of things, there was also this little separation that was there, so that they couldn't have easily crossovers from actors and characters from the movies and stuff like that. It was always a very difficult prospect to get that to happen. But now that it's all under one roof, that those obstacles have been eliminated, and they're going to be able to do this a lot more. So what I'm thinking is happening is they're ending the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, and they're probably not going to really reference that too much going forward with these Disney Plus series. And in fact, I'd be surprised if we saw many people from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show up on this show with Nick Fury, because from what I understand, and the most popular theory right now, keep in mind this is not fact, I'm not hearing this from an inside source, this is rumors on the internet that I think makes sense, so I'm communicating them to you, is that it's going to be a new group called SWORD. So S.H.I.E.L.D. is the organization that protects Earth from superhuman threats, and SWORD is the organization that goes on the offense and takes the fight to the superhuman threats before they can get to Earth. And what it looks like is at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, where we see Nick Fury, the Skrulls are actually pretending to be Nick Fury on Earth, while the real Nick Fury is on some type of spaceship somewhere far away. That's what he's kind of been spearheading ever since the Thanos incident, where basically he's started an organization called SWORD to go out and find threats like Thanos before they can get to the point where they can, create the type of havoc on Earth that they created in Infinity War. So that's kind of the premise of this Nick Fury show, and it could be something that ties in with Guardians of the Galaxy and a bunch of other Marvel properties that kind of go forth in the Marvel universe outside of the adventures on Earth. And it sounds like kind of a cool concept. Now, again, that's a rumor. We're not sure that that's actually where they're headed with this type of thing, but that seems to be the most likely case considering what we saw at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. It could even be something with the Kree-Skrull War that is a big part of the comic books that we just kind of touched on in the Captain Marvel movie. So, I mean, who knows, what this movie could do. It could be a setup for Captain Marvel 2 or any number of things, but chances are it's not going to be too closely related to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is kind of, part of the old regime of the Marvel TV studios that used to be separate from Marvel Studios, which handles all the movies. So I'm personally really excited about this. I love Samuel L. Jackson. He's a charismatic actor. He's a great actor, and he's someone who's really kind of owned the character of Nick Fury. I didn't like what they did with him in Captain Marvel with the way he lost his eye, so I'm hoping that they bring back the Nick Fury that we saw in Captain America Winter Soldier, and that this is the Fury we're going to be following in this series. But the fact that Samuel L. Jackson is reprising his role and he's going to be the main character of this show, and we could be getting a whole new SWORD team that might tie in with the Eternals and Kree-Skrull War, possible Fantastic Four stuff. That could be really, really exciting. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I want to know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to a Nick Fury SWORD series? Let me know in the comments, and like and subscribe if you like this type of video, because I'm going to be I'm trying to do a video a day just to kind of highlight some lesser known news and give like a slightly different take on entertainment news than you might get from other YouTubers. So if you like my stuff, if you like the stuff from the Salty Nerd, please subscribe to our channel, hit that bell icon so you're notified when new videos go up. And also, if you want to help support our podcast, which full episodes you can find right here on the channel. Just go to saltynerdpodcast.com and please follow us on either the Apple Podcast platform or Spotify or Google Podcast. Even if you don't listen to podcasts all that often, just subscribing to them helps us out a whole lot, and it's free and it takes 2 seconds to do. So we'd really appreciate it if you did that. Anyway, guys, this is Matthew Kadish, and I will catch you in the next video. See you later.